Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Zunbil series of Crusader Kings 3 here on the Lord Master channel, in which the date of this recording that this video was on April 8th, which during that time, right before I started recording, well actually a couple of minutes after, in North America there was an eclipse, a total eclipse that traveled through here recently, even though I live in South Texas, and 30 miles to the west would have seen the, what is that term called at that time? I mean, knowing what I'm saying in this video right now is no longer relevant, but still, it was the path of totality, yeah, the path of totality, in which was about, oh, I say good 25 to 30 miles away till or on that path. It was just to our west and northwest of where I lived. And but in my town and where I lived, it was dark enough where you basically get the impression that it looked like a crescent moon when I looked up at the sky. But it was cloudy that day, but there was a little bit of a break where you managed to see the sun without, you know, hurting your eyes, because I did not need the special glasses at that time, which obviously it's a stupid thing to do, not recommended, but the clouds pretty much gave it a very good good cover for me to look at it without, you know, hurting my eyes. But I did even manage to, you know, take a few pictures of this said eclipse and post it on my real life social media, including to my friends and family, those that were more keen on seeing that. And in fact, since it was cloudy that day, along with, you know, possible rainstorms that were forecasted that day and night, that during this brief couple of minutes, because of the clouds and because of the eclipse, it was so dark out there, or so dim out there, that the street lights were turned on for a good couple of minutes before, you know, things started to, you know, turn the brightness up, so to speak, like you would on your computer. You dim it and then you turn up the brightness of it. And so, I mean, it's not my first eclipse. I mean, we had one last year, which was a different kind. Now for, you know, that year was a total eclipse, so that's totally different. And was pretty fortunate in a way to have witnessed that. And and so obviously to the superstitious people, like, you know, those in medieval times, thought it was, you know, oh, it's a bad omen. But to the wise, it's a natural phenomenon. And possibly, and I do not know regarding the attitude of what those eclipses were viewed amongst the, you know, like say the Zunists here, because, you know, they revere the sun. But I'm sure they probably thought it similarly like everybody else throughout the medieval world at that time, except for the more, you know, ones who are into, you know, natural philosophy and astronomy, and those who study the stars and such, that they knew it's just a natural phenomenon that happens, you know, once in every couple of years or even decades later. I mean, around here where I live, we won't see another one like that until oh, let me see, we won't see another one like that until 2044. By that time I will be 50 years old. No, 51 years old. I'd be a bitter old man at that time. So yeah, praise the Zun. We're still here. And after near 5 minutes of, you know, ranting, so let's get back to the internal affairs of the Hephthalite Empire. The land where the sun is worshipped, and sometimes that you find Buddhists, Zoroastrians, Muslims, and even a few Hindus out and about somewhere. Just an example. So, what are we focused on now? So, I'm 32 years old, still in the prime of my life. I have 3 children. And I thought I should give you all guardians. But I'm not sure if you survive sickliness. That's still not out of words yet. I'm raising you. Player, heir, daughter, friend, ward. And as for your son, I'll raise you too. But I cannot afford to send you to university. Let me find you a different educator. I mean, obviously, you're only a newborn. Just need somebody just to, I don't know, throw it with. Pivot. Okay, just this once. See too if you can raise him as a Buddhist, huh? Because you know our attitude towards those of Buddhism is just astray. It make no difference, but you would hardly get any benefits from its holy sites because I don't think there are any Mahayana holy sites that are in their control. No, none of them. It is largely Hindu. I mean, Buddhism was prominent there, well, except for this one. But I think they've pretty much fallen out of favor for Hinduism. But however, in Kanya-Kubja, Buddhism still lives. And obviously Mahayana Buddhism is very strong in that part of Tibet. But Tibetan Buddhism, Nangchos, is still potent. And also there's another thing that's going to be an occurrence in the short term. And that's changing the culture of the lands. And around here, small minority, we're spreading Turco-Hephthalite culture to other places, such as there. But I also kind of want to switch over and spread the Turco-Hephthalite culture there. But no Turco-Hephthalites live there, so we ought to change that. Especially up there, because you see this, if we want to turn this into a restored mine, we do have a keep, but the primary culture does not have manorialism. And we're well on our way to manorialism in 8 years' time. So in 6 months, basically December, in 6 months, switch over to there and start spreading the culture over there. And then we'll use that manorialism to get more money out of it, especially with the development growth. And also, I am feeling tempted on the quest for even more wealth, because now I'm looking towards the direction of not just of what's left of the Taran Basin that needs to be in our control, and a bit of Khwarezmia, but I'm looking towards Western India, particularly in the areas of Delhi and Rajputana. But in particular, the Maharaja of Haritanaka, and this one small bit here in Sakurai, because the Khetri mining settlement there's another place where we can get good wealth out of it that I want personal control over. Yes. That's what I have in mind. Lots of taxation there. As I said, it's a tempting target, but possible to lead to jungles, and plus Dili is there. It's another target, and also held by Buddhists of a Tibetan kind. So we could either go through there, which would be facing more jungles, so it kind of depends on the defenses. 3, 4. Over there. Oh, that one's jungle. 3. Hastinapur, 4. And Dili itself, 5. With a large variety of people of many different faiths, of main ecologic culture. Hindus, Buddhists, Jains, you name it. Everyone's there. It also has this. Look at this. The Iron Pillar of Dili. So that's development growth and holder. More prestige, more renown. Army gold maintenance reduced. Dang. It makes me want to control that too. God dang it. If only I had a little bit more on the increase of the domain limit. What's our court type, by the way? Warlike. If only we gone administrative, but that's not of our cultural ethos. It is unless I tell you to... Yes. Although for now, keep it with this. Plus she's still on her way, so we don't know if she'll survive her trek through northern India and into our empire and then all the way home, yeah. But she is a strong woman. She can deal with all these sort of things. So yeah, my plans are made. And I'm illustrious, which means I can conquer a duchy if need be. But of course, warfare tends to be really expensive. So, and it takes about a year to assemble an army, so you need to, you know, be inactive and wait until the time is right. So, let's get going. Made my plans known. Control Dili and Sakurai. Hastinapur and Stanisvara will be given to someone else. And no, ladies and gentlemen, I have no intentions of abandoning Zunism for Buddhism. Hey, that's both me. I'm happy for them. Well, meanwhile, I'll try to get some possible dirt on the Benebshin of Khotan. If she's done anything wrong, and then maybe I could use that hook to make me become the house head again. Deviancy. Deviancy. That is shunned, not criminal. Counting down the days until we have to, you know, forget about, you know, Radoratra for a moment and focus on Barakshan to spread our culture there. horse given birth. Okay, stop. I know it'll take another 2 years, but now go over there to Badakhshan. It takes 20 months, so it's a little less than that because development is 12 compared to 29 over there, so slightly less time. I somehow got her pregnant while she's still traveling. Hold it right there. Grand Tournament. This sword. Break it. Which again, trying to save our money for, you know, this. May not arrive at tournament in time in luck now. Yeah, that's over there. Ain't no way you're traveling to there. Wait, good God. You know how long it takes? Look, it starts in April and it's in May. So even if you tried your damnedest to hire mercenary guards and what else? If I had this or this, then perhaps I would make it. But it would still not be enough. Yeah, practically. She gained a local guide, good. That's you. I come across peasants on the road and try talking. Come to Gog at a Turco-Hephthalite commoner? He snaps the word clearly apologizes. I mean, no offense. I'm but a humble farmer. Not a great Shahanshah like you. No worries. Are you doing alright? Fabricate a hook. That's what it's trying to do. It's not a kill. We're trying to murder him. She is here. Deviant. A lot of deviant people live in Khotan. Kungas no longer sickly. So yeah, this can wait. And this can also wait. come across my son Yudhishthira on my horse, I was playing together more and more often. I was like, thought it harmless. Children do bond with the weirdest of things. However, I stumbled upon them taking a nap together while some other children are playing close by. I cannot help but worry about Yudhishthira might be spending more time with the animal than with his peers. I'm sure he'll be fine. I wait patient on my throne for the arrival of this task. It was soon announced that now should before me. He kneels in deference as attendants bring forward his gifts and coin and precious objects. The oath is taken, and scribes record his pledge to serve the Hephthalite Empire. Though the clearly practices East Iranian vows, he mispronounces on several sections, seriously changing the meaning and leaving my courtiers inside playing tennis. Good effort. It's not an easy language, you know. And my Sogdian concubine. Yeah, they're friends. And this is my daughter, Lahun. Not surprisingly, she's sickly. I will be waiting till we reach 1,000 gold. Because I remember back at Crusader Kings 2, when you're an empire, and if you want to build a war chest, you gotta make up to 1,000 gold. And so, I'm following that sort of logic here. Maimed by a wild beast. I'm gonna look something up as time ticks along. It's just out of my own curiosity. Ah, yes. You know what I was thinking? Because since, we apparently have control of, Dokkan, also known as Danquang, where it's home of the Mogao Caves, which it is held by someone that is of Buddhist faith, which is correct. And I recall there's this decision where, I'll give you a moment. That my daughter was stillborn. Because it's regarding the Mogao Cave, especially with diverse peoples and cultures in the far future, where patronized cheaper, but decision can be taken as long as you hold territory in that town basin, no matter your heritage. He does not say anything about religion, so because I remember when I did a Tokharian playthrough, starting in Lowland, I mean, it's a short Silk Road focused series. Although I would love one day that I would love to do another Silk Road themed series. Even though it's not quite like this one, as this is a different breed of it, as it's more cultural and religious focused. Not to mention, you know, Legacy of Persia focused as well. Ah, not so honorable now, huh, Auntie? I need a blackmailer. Although since she's compassionate and forgiving, she'll be more willing to tell the truth. Yes. You want to protect your secret, and it is a major secret. Gotcha. I'm going to use that hook. I'm going to use that hook to... Trying to remember. Because I want that house head back. I'm looking, I'm reading. Because I want it back. Because I'm trying to remember, where's that, where do you find that decision? Or I can't do that because she's in the middle of war and wait for peace to prevail. As I said, I want it back. You did your job. Did your war for this part, which belonged, well, once belonged to Punjab. It's just a separate entity within the empire. Farava took another part, expanded there. Small health boost for Lahoon. So now she cannot be died from sickly. She cannot be died? What kind of phrasing is that, Lord Master? The noble one. Sure. A heartless fiend? Days, and there'll be a small minority there. It'll take 21 months to turn for the Turco-Hephthalite culture to become a large minority there, and then another culture spread there. And then by that time, we have manorialism, along with hereditary rule. Which again, it is around the time of the High Medieval era. It's beginning for some more advanced cultures, whereas we're far behind it. So it'll be 1, 2. So after manorialism, think of probably get that. Actually, no. After these two, should get burrs for military buildings. Because we have keeps now. Look at him. Just around, lava sparks, gout ridden. He knows the land. She's there to this. And, well, what do you know? They're connected. But they do have allies. One up there. And the other is way over there. Take a drink. We're about to start a war. The conquest of Dili. Actually, one little thing. Let me see. Oh, an imbecile hunchback. No, you can't send entertainers to children. Just to keep you on our side, I'd like to present you some skilled Courtier entertainers. There you go. Let's begin. Raise all armies here. At least I'll be involved in this. It takes a year to get an army together. That's why we have to put our rally point so far away from the borders. But I doubt that we'd need this many. We just need to employ our men-at-arms and plenty of levies, and then our skills as competent commanders, we'll have them dealt with in no time. But remember, we're doing this in the name of riches. Always for the search for more money. That's what we're doing in the name of. Also, regarding the Gujari culture down there, how advanced they are. They do not have manorialism, which is problematic if we want to get the benefits, but they do have keeps. Well, they haven't built one. But they have coinage and more development growth there. So it's possible that we may have to send Turco-Hephthalite settlers to go live over there as well. There's the army of Dili. Where's our men-at-arms? Can't go to war without them. Far west. There's our men-at-arms. Again, we don't need to continue to fill up with more levies. These are all we need. Let's move. I'll take the lead. I'm a forder. We can cross through small rivers without any issue. Rivers are no problem to me anymore. But since I move my army so fast, I fear that, you know, that we might be careful. Because I am such a speedster. Because all we got is light horsemen and pikemen to bring with us. We still have the advantage. Sweep. Gotcha. So, I'll say, you're coming with me because you look like a good fighter that we could use. Might recruit you one day. Got them all. Now they're in total retreat. Saharanpur. This one has lookout towers. Locked. Siege weapons are still to the back. Moving. And now we have sappers. So now siege progress increases for the amount of heavy infantry, spearmen, archers, and skirmishers, especially skirmishers that we have. And in a couple of years' time, I will be a strategist. Earlier I mentioned the Bulgar Caves thing. That feature of patronizing Bulgar Caves, I believe it's only available if you're either a Buddhist or a Taoist. Or ruler of various Chinese or Eastern heritages. And hang on, stop. Final claim. Strange. Anyways. Who keeps fabricating hooks? Here comes siege weapons. As we're making good progress in siege, well, it's gonna get a whole lot faster. Look at that! Now it takes about 19 days! Wars end much quicker. We didn't even need to take Dili. I step out of my tent and rub my eyes. The siege camp sprawls up before me. A jumble of grey and shapeless canvas. Militant industry. Men, women, all accompanied by incessant drone of the flies. Standards and colors flap and snap in the wind. Leaning against the bare rocks that rise from the earth. Gulls circle above, calling to one another with shrill cries. It smells of smoke and sweat and horse dung. My low retain approaches and forces the siege ended. I gather my bodyguards ahead to the edge of the camp. The Paria of Saranpur stands before me, a smoldering ruin. Between here and there, my comrades lie dead on the ground, covered in blood and dirt and shards of wood. In the sky, a flock of crows rises in a black cloud circling overhead. Outside, a few standing homes and barns. Heaps of shorn wool and ransacked grain sacks attract swarms of vultures. For once, let's have a bit of limited looting here, and a prison everybody you see. All this is ours. And I'm gonna go home, as it's gonna be a long march home there. The Iron Pillar of Dili. Yes. Terrified. Yo, keep. And Hastinapur. I have no interest in holding it myself, but who is the heir to Hastinapur? You are. Okay. Why don't you hold Hastinapur for yourself? Which again, it just needs something out of the way. Give me a moment. Again, so many damn courtiers and other peoples. But I believe just to spite them, might as well. Give it to Yudhishthira. Isn't it interesting? His name, Yudhishthira, lives in Hastinapur. Think about the Mahabharata. And if the Guardian of mine manages to make him convert to Buddhism, I do not mind one bit. Because, I mean, I would rather not have Zunism spread to there, as it's close to Buddhist territory, and I'd like it when there's Buddhists around. But nothing I could do about that here, other than I wish to spread a culture here. Plus, look at the benefits that this land brings. It's got a harbor, crop fields, mansions even. This is a farmland. And there's the iron pillar of Delhi. Can upgrade this further, but it's active now. Especially with the reduction of army gold maintenance and all that. And all the benefits that comes with it. Get this under control and get me a senator. And a new master hunt as well. We are going to invest in this place before we start our next war, but I won't start next war till I get home. Well, meanwhile, we wait for the Turco-Hephthalite culture to spread more. Also, we found a dog, and this was your walking dog. What is this ruins? The Iron Pillar of Delhi. What's wrong with it? As its decays above 50, the Iron Pillar of Delhi will grant none of its usual rewards till it's brought back below the threshold. Oh, we gotta take care of that. Restore it. Restore. Cannot restore again to so right now decay is 50. It will decrease each year. Its pace depending on the characteristics as well as my approach and actions. gear protection. Although I'm currently traveling, so we'll do something about that in a moment. You may be into stewardship, but sometimes you need to be taught well military affairs. During my travels, I came to a rather friendly village in Jammu. The locals were respectful and kind to give us spice. A few members of my traveling caravan were suspicious, but nothing unusual. Such nice people out there. Always the unassuming character, always meek, submissive, and weak. Yes, that's what I've been for so long. Perhaps of my birth and station needed a more decisive and colorful than I've been. This thing I feel upon this has nagged me to no end. Analyzing my whole life through this new angle, I feel an anguish deep burning inside myself. Who am I? What do I want to be? I mean, after all, I have been a man who's, although the way I've been acting at times isn't so much humility. I'm about as pious as my mother was. So I'll just say a change of priorities might be in order. I'm not as humble as I once was, based on my ambitions and the way I've been acting as of late. So, and I should become more trusting of people. I cannot concentrate. My thoughts are running in circles. I have to oversee the castle. I have to overlook the troops. I have to. How can I find rest when even my thoughts betray me like this? Zunad, my friend, help me sort my thoughts out. I'll become a confider. That is a bit of an increase in diplomacy while increasing the stress loss. So that could help me out. But I'm still traveling right now. Wait till I arrive. I mean, we can get down to some real work. Come on in. Always love a good fighter on our side. Okay. Ah yes, it's hunting time. Before you do that, check out the pillar. Give it Imperial protection. Sounds like a good idea. One second. That's a... It'll go down naturally. So, hey, wait. I was about to say, what you doing? Because I was about to say, God dang it. I want my house. I want to be the house head again. You conniving little... It's gonna happen one day. Anyway, so get back to the ruins. So, commission of Mirabilia on the ruins to my domain to entice travelers. It's just to add a bit of development growth in an ancient land. There you have it. We do not have an antiquarian. If need be. Yeah. It seems those previous owners did not take good care of it. Again, took it that was just by circumstance. Lahoon, my poor child. Didn't matter if you improved the health or not. When you have this sickly trait, you can't get rid of it until you reach till you're 3. Oh, my poor child. Rest in peace, little Lahoon. Okay, that's it. Hunt time. Maybe I could, relieve my stress out there. Out in the wilderness. Now the question is, any animals that you've sighted out there somewhere? There's antelope sighting all the way to the borderlands. Or go all the heck way to the Rainbow Mountains. Three, 2, 1. 3, 1. You know what? To the Rainbow Mountains it is then. This is going to be quite a trip and a and a hunting, thing. So get the mercenary guards, and knowing it's a long travel, you might as well bring these Silk Road merchants with you. And bring out the flushing gangs. And slay whatever that lives out there that we may try to hunt. So let me customize that route a bit. So leave from home there. Go visit the Shapur. And then through there. Then to there. Through there. And then you reach the Rainbow Mountains. And then after that, we make a brief stop there to its capital before we head back. To visit the Great Wall of Gurgon. And then to there. Then it's Sanctuary. Yeah. That is how we do it. Let me just see. I mean, I wish I could bring my daughter in there with me, but it doesn't do hunts. So we'll just do it like that. Plus, you don't want to spend too much money on it. It's not exactly a grand tour, but at least it gets me to the landmarks I wish to go. But there are some dangers we may face, but we'll overcome. We'll just go visit to the western parts of the Empire that I hardly gave a damn about. But the Rainbow Mountains area is said to be the best place to hunt for game. A Samin man, as a pronounced silver merchant. Greetings from Alright, one of the cooks says, I have your daughter Roxana. She promised to clean the pots of the cookery, you see. And cleaned every pot she did, even scrubbed the cauldron, without me even asking. That's a sweet girl you got there. This is indeed very selfless, but does this act suit Roxana's stature? Such sweet act. You'll go far in life. You'll be one for compassion. Let me eat it off. It's a tiny health penalty. I wouldn't worry about it too much. You're a very healthy person. And then after I return from my hunt, then we'll start the war to go to the copper mine. Get this, knowing that we're spending things. Once I become strategist, I will switch over to stewardship focus. Of course. Oh, I'm sorry. Didn't even know you. Let's haggle. No, that didn't work. Thought it would be good enough. This is a mountain here. Just need to reduce stress by going all these places. Let's give it another try. There we go. And now I'm a Silk Road merchant. Keep it up, and this will increase your experience. I mean, it doesn't gain in tax prestige till you get further up, and diplomatic range is up a bit. But get this up further, and this would definitely help you. And in Baraksha now we have a large minority. Another 20 months, and it's going to be fully Turco-Hephthalite. As it should be. Here we have visited the Rainbow Mountains. The creator themselves seem to have painted these ridges in a rainbow of colors. Bands of red, white, yellow, gray, orange, yet stranger hues tint the rocky, tranquil landscape. Local rulers will often take guests hunting here to see its sublime wonder. So this increases this hunt signing chance and hunt success chance for hunt activities hosted in this holding here. So now, as we await the arrival of the guests, our servants can get started on the preparations. The gamekeepers check the highlands each day for signs of quarry, while establishing a camp closer to the hunting grounds. Checked my horse in gear many times, it won't be long now. Rainbow Mountains building. See? And it knows that y'all talk about, what a great place to hunt. Too bad there's no hunting grounds building, because that would have helped out more. Check back in a few. Mahapalmala symbols the party as the sun rises over the camping mountains near Aha. My many gamekeepers and flushers have been poring over the area for tracks and fumes. While there's sadly no sign of a bucking area, there are evidently plenty of heirs. Well, Mahapalmala shrugs. No matter. A swift air could still give a mighty good sport. I want to hunt something with him. Get me a hyena. As we amble in a group, I hear Shah no Kadzoku behind me, hissing on the top of his hunting suit. Look at that important sycophant. He applies to our Courtier Gohana. Seems we're having a hard time bearing the insults. Hey, this is no way for a Shah to act. My vassal, Yamax crouched down, humming cheerfully, picking in his skills. Shahanshah, my vassal, peers over his shoulder, listening to him. Shahanshah, what a bounty of nature. Look at these plants. Truly the wealth of the earth knows no bounds. We do not appreciate these simple treasures enough. Senda could do with these herbs. Our Courtier, hunted varmint singles across the mountain. A whole hyena pack crouches in a hollow not far off. The beasts bolt up on approach. Laughing the alarms, they retreat into sparse pines, fangs snarling, chase after the fleeing spotted vermin. Focusing on the largest of the group, now begins the real chase. After we ride, I'm more brave than I am patient. Like all game, the slippery hyena has many tricks, blinches, and ruses that could fool even experienced hunters. My knight, Tong, has halted the party. The dogs are standing perfectly still in the dense trees, unflinching behind us, even under the dogs' noses. There's no agreement over which course to follow, and each moment we turn puts us further from our prize. Patience. This should be easy to solve. We soon find a scent. We can hardly keep up with that blasted beast as it darts weaves through the dense trees, laughing wildly. Scanning her eyes, it disappeared to a dense thicket. That hyena is gone as quickly as it appeared. With only panty dogs and sweaty horses to show for it. The damn thing is gone. Not again. But keep it up and you'll reach this. As I'm no longer overwhelmed by stress, now to travel around the country with more landmarks, including this capital over this little independent entity there. While passing through the village of Disma, I spent some time talking to the locals. One thing that stands out is their intense loyalty to their liege. One villager talks with such passion that I would think they were describing a lover rather than a ruler. I'll make my subjects equally loyal. Thank Zun for this refreshing water. As I navigate through the rugged terrain of Greater Armenia, I've come across a small workshop nested in the mountainside. Inside, a skilled artisan, Ori, is meticulously crafting an Armenian bowl, a fine clay used for gliding as a primer for icons and manuscripts. The rich red earth used in its creation is unique to the region and highly prized by artists and scribes for its quality. Ori explains the laborious process of extracting and refining the clay. She shows me samples of luminous red pigment. She offers to trade some of this precious material for exotic pigments or spices that are not found in these lands. I could ponder the offer, consider the value that such a trade could bring my estates back home. let's trade pigments. My lands have plenty to offer. 95% chance of a colorful exchange where I might offer rare pigments to Lightser. And the trade is a success, and I now possess the Armenian bowl of finest quality, gaining a tiny bit of prestige and a bit of a stewardship lifestyle experience. Well, I gained this. 51%. If the long day travel to the horizon starts to bleed in warm colors, take a moment to pause, close my eyes, breathe. Careful! My caravan leader Nukudzook screams, pointing at the hills beyond the path we follow. What looks like a small rodent running around after a figure recognized. I'll personally find you. 100% that I find my pet. And Apollo is my dog. Anyway. Hold on. Please, get along, you two. Kirkman, be the name. Yeah, it seems we're in a more dangerous part of the country now. Yeah, very dangerous. Our procession's grounded a halt a stone's throw away from I look over to see my knight Anshi, dismounted and intently staring at something on the ground. The other entourage members are gathered around him. Anshi looks up as I approach. My lord, there's an antipath here. Maybe a tad superstitious, but you'll never cross an antipath. It pauses. My great-grandfather did, and he never returned home. It's nonsense. I'll take over as guide. And we got lost. And also, God dang it. Delay after delay after delay. We'll soon be out of the less dangerous part of the country, and we'll be gaining some martial lifestyle experience. And, hang on. The grotto emerges from the vegetation like a stone arch at a cathedral. On its entry is a small wooded table on a stall. Someone has left a lantern burning on it. Careful, my liege, no concern. Holds up his arms in front of my chest. There are bandits in these islands. They are quick to make accusations. A dimly illuminated figure stands at the entrance gate. Amelia, Hermit, and you will carry on the title of the Shahanshah. How fortunate. Please tell me about my future. Hermit takes a second before replying. She gets up and waits till I fall. There are some herbs scattered around in what seems to be a room in her bed. She turns to me, when we're away from my entourage, and with a oddly deeper voice replies, "The fire shall talk, and silver shall flow from the hoof of the lowing cattle." How insightful. I will remember this. I mean, I don't suppose... I mean, yes, this is Zunist country. I mean, obviously, Zoroastrians are still around. It's just, that sounds Zoroastrian talk. 600, 600. You might as well switch to stewardship now, because you're about to get strategist. Because that pretty much takes it up for it. +1 diplomacy. Yeah. Switch over to domain focus. And that's 25. Thus, more room. See? Got it. And I'm only 37 when I became a strategist. Now the enemies will take much more casualties when I lead. %57 now. Birds of prey circle ahead, casting ominous shadows on the sunbeam landscape as I ascend the slope of a looming hill. The stench of spoiling meat dominates my senses. I see bodies laid out orderly on the rocks. Vultures and falcons pull the meat, stinging bloody chugs dangle from its beaks. The man in simple guard oversees the sky barrel. He just, please take your leave, Shahanshah. This place is only for the Nisalas. This land that we're on. This is Zoroastrian country. Well, I'm trusting and brave, and I'll say, find me the youngest falcon. I'll train it for better uses. See how goes it. Oh, gotta have this. Since you're all about cultural fascination progress these days. 21 months now. And you got 9 months. I've set in mind to train the falcon I found at the sky burial site. To that end, we gather on the field a small entourage, including Turishka, my knight, who is at the ready with a captive here. A hooded young bird waits expecting on my gloved hand. Turishka releases the prey, who bolts through an open field. I remove the falcon's hood and quickly takes flight. But instead of diving the prey, it swoops and joins his head. Before it can be pulled away, the falcon bites and claws at him, leaving him bloody gashes. I'm sure I could correct this behavior. Yes, I did. Tower, silenced bird becomes a hunting falcon. You know, I'm more of a venator than a falconer. Each time you do that, that's trade experience. But again, results may vary. But since we make so much good money, you might as well just get the experience up bit by bit. Yeah. I gotta travel more often. Just don't haggle for it, just do it. Made it back home. What are you doing now? I want that house head back. The only way to do that, I must have misread. Look at that. You have to get it towards impassive. So if you see it goes impassive, challenge it right now. That's all you need to do. What is this, the Chahan realm like? Spy on them, see what their force is like. Frozen grief. I think the realms are going to split soon, so you may want to watch out for its developments. Yes, I do. Glad we got wealthy duly. Horseshoes is the next thing we're exposed to. After minimalism, go for buzz. My steward has come up with a bold idea, assessing all property in my realm in a single giant survey. By creating a definite record of my holdings, by compiling this knowledge, I will get better oversight in administrative matters, as well as tax collection. The initial investment will not be cheap. I will know every acre, serf, and have a livestock. A thorough assessment is expensive, but it will be of higher quality. Marshal Shahanshah is concerned my assessors will be a prime target for bandits and thieves. Even incomplete survey could give criminals valuable information about potential targets they could attack. In order to keep my subjects safe, no concern recommends setting an armed guard with each assessor. Organize a militia to guard my assessors. Because of my high marshal, 99% chance that my militias are able to keep my assessors safe, so they will be protected from attacks on the road. I've been faithfully paying my dues to the crown each year, yet just the other days your tax assessors showed up on my doorstep demanding to inspect my holdings. Do you trust me so little that you must send men to invade my privacy? I will know what my lands contain, no exceptions. So that will increase in quality here. Chauhan has over near 5,000 men, but realms may split soon because the man's in depression and he may drop soon, especially the lands that we want here. Natura, it's another noted place. Virus. It's tells me traveling merchants have been complaining about my assessors in the Mazapan and the bulk. Traveling merchants seem to think it is unfair to have their wares assessed when they are not the residents of the Hephthalite Empire, and several are threatened to leave and never return. Everyone will be surveyed, residents or not. We'll take a hit, but there are other sources of wealth that we will be focused on and built upon. Got another task for you. Finish spreading the culture of Turco-Hephthalite over there. Because these settlers, need to be supported. We are going to reach it in 9 months' time. Impassive. Hold it right there. I was in for a rude awakening when only the people who showed up for my service this morning were your tax assessors. Apparently, the stern looking officials waiting outside my door deterred many faithful Zunists from attending my service. While I'm happy to pay you my dues, the affairs of the church are inherently a spiritual matter, not a temporal one. And your surveyors have no business of being here and disrupting my service. The temple shall be assessed whether she likes it or not. Now! House members may challenge the house head in order to take their place. That's something I'm trying to do. It's a holy war started by Coruscant. Nothing I could do about that. Don't do it. While comparing the tax paid to me last year with the incoming survey information, I noticed several major discrepancies. Either my subjects have been consistently overpaying me, or something is very wrong with this survey. Investigating further, I discovered my steward has been compromising this survey by accepting bribes from landholders in exchange for leaving their holdings off the assessment. Use the bribe money to reassess the holdings properly. Again, we're only doing it just to prove this. I mean, that was already done before. After many long months surveying my lands, it is done. Under my guidance, my assessors compiled an absolutely perfect record of my holdings, with everything detailed down to the last chicken. This will ensure I'll collect the full and complete tax owed to me every year. Beaming with pride, my steward asks where to restore the records now that they are complete. Every county should have their development go up in terms of quality. Every single county has a controller, so they shall come in meticulous. Distribute the records among the public, rather than keep it to myself, because I'm a trusted person these days. Plus, I got confidence. Build it faster. While my court celebrates the Turco-Hephthalite Festival in Nodos every year, my duties as Shahanshah often make it difficult for me to participate in the festivals. With the equinox approaching and my realm in a prosperous and stable state, whatever I should take some extra time this year to get out the castle and get into the holiday spirit. I can't rest, there's too much work to do. I'm a working man. First, I noticed the hints of unease, then I noted the clues of anger, and I finally confronted someone of my counts clearly attempting to harm my prestige by spreading half-truths and lies about my person among my peers. While I tried to discover who was the guilty member of the council, the rascal Courtiers or her tracks very well, and my investigation came to naught. This being said, I have a strong suspicion about the actions of the dipshit for good of Kabulistan. Is she the traitor? Spy master? My political expertise will save me. Because I got much better in diplomacy skill than I did in the past. So no prestige loss here. For a long time, my spy master has been trying to capture an elusive spy. For long. Proved to be a shadow that only left hits long after his operation was finished. He finally committed a mistake that led to Benebshevfogger to discover he is an agent, a relative of Maharadi Bijabe of Rashtrakuta. An arrest was made and it was up to me what to do with this impalatable character. Game to convince the spy to cooperate. Give it a try. Thanks for the warning. Unfortunately, the terror I inspired on others and tried against me is a direct consequence of insidious action from someone who decided to get rid of me once for all. As such, while at night, an empty alcove of my castle, lost in my thoughts, I'm viciously attacked by a mysterious and dark figure that swiftly approaches me from the shadows. I immediately surrender. His objective is my utter and final demise. Fortunately, my bodyguards are close to me, to offer significant protection. Oh dear. This is what happens because of my dread's been higher as of late. Because I'm con of the White Huns, of the male, and past actions. So, it's very rare when dread is low, less than 20. It will get more common the higher your dread is. If you have poor intrigue, which I do, or poor prowess, which I do not, I suffer the penalty of my chances of well. If you have high intrigue, which I don't, or high prowess, oh yes I do, this will boost my chances of survival on the skill. So, 16% chance that I'll die, or 31% chance that my bodyguard here is going to get killed. I must fight for my life. My bodyguard took the fall for me. Interrogation of foreign spy at the service of the Maharani was a failure and refused to provide further information of her involvement, thus protecting the whole network. Unfortunately, only consolation prize we have to let this important spy rot in my dungeons. Pure victory. Crud! Get a new bodyguard in quick. The realm has split. That's what we were waiting on. We'll use this opportunity to take Sakurai for myself. That since we are probably very confident. Station him here. It's a good thing that we pointed this out before the start, so just raise all men in arms. Only them. And what's left of it as well. I'll take the lead. It'll take a couple months to gather. Got another dog. Once again, we're doing this in the name of riches, and they do not have manorialism there. My father passed away. He was 71. Good thing that he never took our title. Very perceptive of you. No news of droughts or famine reached my ears. Yet people of Rutbach complain of bread becoming unreasonably expensive. This is your world baker, Mastana, my courtier Muno tells me. She bought every load of VIET and flour that enters the city and does not allow us to buy even a single month for ourselves. True crime is hiding his profits from me. A thought has been playing in my mind due to these times of war the realm was experiencing. As things stand, I might attempt to form a new contingent of levies by increasing the range of the normal draft age and adding a lot of common criminals who might provide a pardon, in order to improve the number of the troops available in my armies. These radical policies come at a significant cost, prestige, and piety, but they only could be portrayed as desperate and callous measures, but the possibility is tempting. It is a path that I will not enter. So now there's a plot devised by unknown agents trying to fame me and frame me, causing havoc on my personal relations. A major concern will be the reaction of my vassals, as the balance of power in my realm might change abruptly. We don't see each other eye to eye, for many reasons. Provide additional funds for the investigation. $5 months. It's a well-fortified place, so it'll take a while. Not as fortified as it once was. Oh, destructive pets. I need professional help. We don't have the keeper of a menagerie. I thought we had one. Take a drink. Recently needed to repair part of my residence, so I ordered a few of my servants to take care of it. A number of laborers from a couple of nearby villages were also brought in to assist with this effort. While I was expecting their work, I noticed one man had a particularly fascinating shovel with him, or at least I thought it was fascinating, despite its seeming crudeness. The clear display of sturdiness and power I felt it was uncommon in such a simple tool. Not to mention that there was a simple rustic charm in its appearance. The laborer, seeing my admiration for it, said I could keep it if I wanted. I don't know how Shahanshah could make a use of the shovel, he says, but I got another one back home, and I'm sure that a great lord such as yourself will think of good purpose for it. Useful for digging, moving, and burying materials, occasionally for smacking someone in the head. That sounds splendid. Thank you. I don't need this anymore. Stick with me with this trusty shovel, because very little bit of the intrigue helps me. Yes, I hear you loud and clear. Poor popular opinion. There's a story in our little town. King of the Garda crowd. The battle of the heathens he rode on a donkey. His only success was against a small donkey. This cursed bout has become very popular among the wandering minstrels and plebs alike. Way too popular for my taste, as I found disturbing amount of similarities between myself and its protagonist. Hearing it is shamefully sung in my own face by my guest Cadon. It's gone too far. Well, I have to stop at some point. In a land of Dili, the ancient iron pillar of Dili stands neglected, crumbling under its weight of time. A local aristocrat by the name of Mahipata, known for his wealth in Marjez, is driven by a genuine desire to restore its former glory. He seeks permission to undertake his task. His ambition is fierce, and his plans are to completely transform it. While I recognize his noble intentions, I am burdened with concerns. Granted, this request might bring my legitimacy as ruler and protector of the city into question. I restored myself. I got money. Now we're facing war exhaustion despite the fact we haven't even gotten into combat yet. One evening, as I stroll alone around the darker recesses of my castle, I pass by Bada with a smile on her face saluting me. Strangely, I sense something odd about her. And as I enter the small alcove, a menacing shout towards me with the dagger ready to stab my stomach. And then I got a moment while trying to defend myself. I got a flashback of Bada and her serene, but possibly guilty smile on her face. That's my Shahanshah. Only fate can be my ally. Oh, I've been warned about it, but wanted to order the murder, and must find proof for her device survive. As is, adult courtier, I guess, at least. Most minus 29 opinion you. And this person here is sadistic. That's one of the traits. Luck finds me. My high prowess, my high intrigue. Although my intrigue isn't particularly high. In fact, it's gotten worse as of recently due to a failed interrogation. So, now, there is a 43% chance that I'm about to be killed. To be killed at age 38. And she's 12 here. And she has no intrigue, but she recently become patient, just like me. Only fate can be my ally. I guess my luck of all these near-death experiences in the past, I guess this is the one. This is the one where my luck has finally run out. Nope, I'm still here. And she's probably gonna keep doing that. Since this is an attempted murder, I would like to arrest her now, but she'll flee. And it's tyranny. I know what you did. I know what you did. That's it's just a secret didn't get revealed of an attempted murder that was not. Can't expose it to say, hey, she tried to murder me. And plus she's terrified of me. But do not underestimate even the most terrified of individuals. Of course everybody wants to get rid of her because she's our levy. For once, do that. You'll do. Alright. Let's march to battle. We're just in time, but the complex operation of frame was underway by the orders none other than Amir Fredun Zadamira. I was swiftly rounded by my council, my court and my vassals warned them in the fair spot. Fortunately, it all ended well thanks to my efforts and my spy master. You'll be rewarded for this. That's my thanks to you. My pious high shaman can be recently to share the plans of religious peers across the world regarding the improvement of our holy sites. As stands, every rule of our faith is set to contribute with an amount of gold to finance the construction of more imposing structures. You got them. Although I could have donated more, but I was just too into what's been going on as of late. Well, that's on you over there. A weasel. I'm paying a visit to a scholar living nearby, though a respected member of the local community. The man is also adverse to spending days, if not weeks, in his study, doing nothing but reading dense, arcane scrolls and scribbling academic nonsense in his notebook. Oh, other people may not understand. There's so much wonder to be found in reading and writing that is offered nowhere else, he tells me as we discuss his work. Even if only for personal pleasure? I ask, you don't miss the outside world? He chuckles. To explore new worlds, to understand the mysteries of universes, to be at peace with yourself in a quiet environment. And people only care for the pleasures of the body, but these are pleasures of the mind, of the soul as well. It can have a deeply positive impact on yourself. You are truly wise. I'll keep your words in mind. I should stay inside more, as I'm a patient person. That won't do for the general opinion, but you get the idea. Bighorns. Even though I'm out on the battlefield, but I'm traveling through a part of my domain in the Pamir Mountains, and I'm resting for a while at the residence of one of the local shepherds. He happily discusses me with his flock of the local breed of sheep called Nakjibha or Ramapoi in local tongues, which are known for their big horns. They are so big that the pen he uses and closes his flock made using these horns. Fascinating information. Bit of stewardship experience, that's good. I've been receiving an increasing amount of reports about the brutality of my military officers who lead troops stationed in Wakan. While they generally do not terrorize the populace, they do not treat the troops serving under them very well. I've heard that it's gotten bad enough that some of the grunts claim they would rather serve under darkness than their commanders, as it would surely be more merciful. As a result, desertations are widespread and the morale of remaining soldiers are low. I could bring in new commanders. However, it might be politically awkward, given some of the current commanders have connections elsewhere and are some social standing and influence. So it might cause some ruckus if I move from these positions. This is not an issue I have time to worry about, alas. So they get bad officers over there. We got him. Sorry about you. We just wanted to end this quickly. Now this land is mine. And needs more money. A keep can be upgraded, so let's get to work on it while I'll be on my way back. Yes. Just like what I wanted. And visit the Iron Pillar there. And the Takeda Ruin Ruler changes by 5. That's all we gotta do. Just build, 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 and then you got what you need. I'll be sure to pay a visit over there as well. He should just go where he is on his own. Wild animals came to our camp last night and we were in Labgan. No one was hurt, but they did ransack some of our food supplies. Buy it from the locals. Here he goes. Ooh, I like a Cotanese person. My official liaison went forward, and I must face the consequence choosing a lowborn for Calgary. Oh, I didn't see that part. I didn't see that she was a lowborn. No, get out of here. You're in prison. Hey. If there is time, it's just to say, hey, can you give me that, thing back? The house head thing? I'll be willing to pay you a ransom. Because, this the thing that the head of the house is her. And obviously it should go to me. Because I'm the real man of the house, so to speak. Clan house heads have special rules and privileges. What kind of privileges? Let me read. Somewhere. Or I can't do that against friends. Plus, where is your mother, by the way? All the heck way over there. She's being taken by the Turks. I don't think it'll compare to my, swords that I have. Again, we're only spreading our culture to the more developed areas, just to improve the progress of fascination. But we should get manorialism in a moment. And ransomed. Okay, you did it, cousin. It's driving me crazy. Look at that income. Here we go, manorialism. See the compare and contrast. So now these ancient tunnels will be expanded, secure, and engineers evolve a new shaft and new possibilities. Now they're going to be much more effective. Costly though, but it'll be worth it. And that means I also got to start investing in this here capital. Because of the development growth in the future. There's going to be a lot more money to be made. And then perhaps in the next episode do a grand tour and then as we tour around the country, and then we'll keep invest to make so much money that we don't have to worry about the expenses of maintaining an army when at war, especially if it's a large scale war. And then after we finish spreading the culture over there in about 6 months, And then we'll start sending our people to basically our settlers to go live over there. And which we're trying to construct its keep. And then in due time, we'll improve upon this, which all it needs is a keep, and mineralism to be introduced there, but that can only be done by our culture. So yes, that's the idea that I have for the near future for this late part of the series, which I'm just more money intensive. How to be a rich empire where we want to be as developed as, you know, the Punjab region, which obviously the development here had been slowed down considerably. Although I gotta admit, but that will change, especially with we did with centralization and avoided by merchants, which is a decision that was necessary. But now, birds will be the next thing to be fascinated with. Unless you wanna, you know, again, you being development crazy, that you wanna do this instead, which takes out 16. I had to stick with this. So we're not even quite there to high medieval yet. I think we're going to be latecomers to this. Because our cultural spread of Turco-Hephtalites isn't as great as it once was. So now we're spreading it other places. So we hope you people have enjoyed this episode. We'll see you in the next one. But until then, so long for now.